I started keeping a diary to help with my insomnia. My therapist said writing down my thoughts before bed might clear my mind. For a while, it worked, until the entries I didn't write appeared. The first morning, I found a paragraph written in shaky handwriting. The words felt wrong, old, like they belonged to someone who had lived in a different century. The woman in the attic won't stop scratching. I told Father, but he says she must not be fed today. Her eyes follow me even in the dark. I laughed nervously. Maybe I wrote it half asleep, dreaming. But the handwriting wasn't mine. The phrasing, the tone, the fear in the words, it was foreign. I tore out the page and moved on. The next morning, 2 pages were filled. They locked her door again. She keeps repeating my name. How does she know it? She was here before I was even born. I checked my doors, my windows. Everything was locked. I lived alone. No one had broken in. I began filming myself while I slept. My room, the door, the desk where the diary stayed. The next entry appeared anyway. Worse, the handwriting was clearer now, steadier, almost practiced. The woman's scratching stopped. Tonight, she whispered through the keyhole. "Let me out," she said. "Your room is warmer." I watched my recording, heart racing. The entire night, I never moved from bed. The diary never shifted. But at 3:12 a.m., the video glitched, just for a moment. A blur crossed the screen, like a figure passing between the camera and the diary, too fast to see. The next night, I hid the diary in a drawer. In the morning, the drawer was open. A new entry covered 3 full pages. Father says I will replace her soon. My room grows colder. She stands at the door when the moon is full. I saw her hands last night, bones where fingers should be. I slammed the diary shut. I didn't want to read anymore. But that night, I dreamed. I stood in a dim hallway lit by a lantern. At the end was a wooden door with scratch marks, deep, desperate grooves in the grain. Something breathed behind it, something tall, thin, waiting. When I woke, the diary lay open on my chest. The newest entry was written in handwriting that looked almost identical to mine. She's not in the attic anymore. She's in my room. She's standing by the bed. I think she wants to remember what it feels like to be alive. I threw the diary across the room, but the words followed me. Every night, new memories appeared. Memories of childhoods I never lived, tragedies centuries old, a family that never belonged to me. A girl whose name I didn't know, but whose fear I felt like a heartbeat inside my skull. Last night's entry was the worst. The handwriting was perfect, exactly like mine. Tonight, she will take my place. I will sleep in her room, and she will wake in mine. I read it twice before I realized something horrifying. The handwriting wasn't just like mine, it was mine. Because I didn't remember writing it. Because I didn't remember sleeping. Because I didn't go to bed last night at all. And now, as I write this, I can hear scratching in the walls behind me, growing louder, hungrier, closer. I think she's writing her last memory now, and it's going to be mine.